Have you ever sat in silence at night, staring at the glow of your phone screen, watching others climb the ladder of success while you remain stuck in the shadows? They effortlessly seize opportunities, build empires, and live on their terms, while you struggle with the same frustrations year after year. The truth is unsettling. You're not weak because of your circumstances. You're weak because you let yourself be programmed. Your weaknesses are not natural, and they certainly are not a curse you were born with. They were carefully programmed into your mind from the day you were born. Society has meticulously designed you to be weak, compliant, predictable, and most dangerously, powerless. But weakness is a choice. Every moment you let it slide, every moment you seek comfort over action, you are surrendering your power. You are choosing to remain trapped in a life of mediocrity. Machiavelli understood this clearly. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. You might look strong on the outside, but if your actions don't back up that image, you're nothing but a hollow shell, a facade. Strength is not a stroke of luck. It is forged by daily, deliberate actions. Strength is a weapon that you create through strategy and calculation. Take a step back. Look at your life. How many times have you accepted mediocrity because you were too afraid to set boundaries? How many times have you said yes when you meant no? You've been conditioned by society to ignore your own needs, to keep the peace, to avoid discomfort. But that's a trap. It's a destructive cycle. And it's not just your fault, it's the system that's been programmed into you. Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who conquered continents, fell from grace when he abandoned the struggle. He lost his empire the moment he chose comfort over hardship. Napoleon's demise began when he slept on silk rather than on horseback. Dopamine, the chemical that drives your desire for comfort, is what's slowly castrating your will. The cheap hits you get from scrolling through social media, from taking the easy way out, they're rewiring your brain at a biological level. You are not designed to be weak, but you've allowed yourself to become soft. Remember this rule. Pain is the signal of progress. Don't run from it. Seek it out. Weakness is programmed, not natural. Let me make it clear. Weakness is not something you're born with. It's been programmed into your mind, slowly and insidiously, by the world around you. From the moment you entered this world, society began planting its seeds, telling you that compassion, politeness, and obedience are virtues. But let me tell you the truth. These are weapons of control. They're designed to keep you in check, to make you compliant, to make you easy to manipulate. It's a systematic approach to ensuring you never rise above your station. Think about your morning routine. When you wake up, what's the first thing you do? Grab your phone, right? You let your day be controlled by external inputs, by social media notifications, emails, and the demands of others. This is programming, and it's happening every day. It steals your agency, your decision-making power. Before you even think about what you need for your own growth, you're already reacting to the world. Now let's talk about your need to please others. How often do you say yes when you really want to say no? How often do you give up your time, your energy, your personal goals just to avoid conflict? This is the programming. You've been taught to think that prioritizing yourself is selfish, that setting boundaries is rude, that ambition is greedy. But the truth is, those who taught you these rules don't follow them. The successful people around you, they didn't rise by being endlessly accommodating. They rose because they recognized the traps and broke free from them. Machiavelli's wisdom rings true. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. You've been conditioned to be neither. You are the prey, the one who falls into the trap, the one who gets manipulated, the one who accepts less than you deserve. Remember this rule. You are not weak because of your nature. You are weak because you've been programmed to be. Break free from that programming. Weakness equals becoming a target. Let's talk about the consequences of your weakness. When you project weakness, when you signal to the world that you're vulnerable, you make yourself a target. There are two kinds of people in this world: those who take what they want, and those who are left fighting for the scraps. Weakness isn't just a personal flaw. It's a neon sign to the world saying, this person can be manipulated. Look around you. Who gets the promotions? Is it the person who works the hardest, staying late, hoping someone notices? Or is it the person who knows how to strategically position themselves, making sure their contributions are visible, their value undeniable? The person who works hard gets ignored. The one who positions themselves strategically gets rewarded. Look at your relationships. Who holds the power? The person who cares too much? The one who sacrifices themselves to avoid conflict? Or the one who knows their worth, sets boundaries, and is willing to walk away if respect isn't earned? When you signal weakness, people will test your limits. They will push further, seeing how much they can get away with. And every time you give in, every time you allow someone to disrespect you or take advantage of you, you're teaching them that it has no consequences. Let me tell you this: people don't respect what they can control. They respect what they cannot. Machiavelli knew this. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. This doesn't mean you should be cruel. It means you must set unbreakable boundaries. It means your time, your opinions, your worth must be respected, or there will be consequences. Fear, in this context, means respect. It means people think twice before disrespecting you, before crossing your boundaries. Remember this rule. Every time you accept disrespect, you are teaching others that it has no cost. Don't let them. Stand your ground. The comfort trap keeps you weak. Let's talk about comfort, one of the most dangerous traps you can fall into. Comfort is the slow death of your potential. It's that seductive feeling of ease, of choosing the path that doesn't challenge you. But here's the truth. Comfort is not your ally. Comfort will kill you quietly and without mercy. Just look at Napoleon. His downfall started the moment he became too comfortable in his success. He lost his empire when he began sleeping on silk sheets instead of on horseback, facing the harsh realities of battle. Comfort was the first crack in his armor. What's even worse is that comfort rewires your biology. Every time you choose to stay in your comfort zone, you're chemically dulling your willpower, weakening your resolve. Dopamine, the chemical responsible for pleasure and reward, is cheapened by small, shallow pleasures like scrolling on your phone, binge-watching Netflix, or scrolling mindlessly through social media. These activities flood your brain with dopamine, but in doing so, they create an addiction to ease and comfort. Your will to fight is decimated because you've trained your brain to seek the quick fix rather than long-term fulfillment. Comfort doesn't push you. It traps you in a cycle of stagnation. It makes you weakened, dull, and incapable of responding to life's challenges. It lulls you into a false sense of security, but it's just the calm before the storm. Eventually, when you're faced with the real battle, you won't have the strength to stand up and fight for what you want. Machiavelli understood this, and he said, "Whoever wishes to foresee the future must consult the past, for human events ever resemble those of preceding times." Look at history. How many great men and empires fell into decay when they chose comfort over struggle? When they stopped pushing their limits and instead chose to enjoy the rewards of their previous battles. Comfort is the slow killer of ambition. Take a good look at your own life. How many people do you know who have been stuck in the same position for years? Same job, same problems, same excuses. They're in a rut because they've embraced comfort. Comfort kills your potential, but the greatest achievements come when you are uncomfortable. It comes from forcing yourself into the fire, where you burn away the weak parts of yourself and emerge stronger, more focused, and more capable of conquering the next challenge. Remember this rule: comfort is your enemy. Seek discomfort, for it is the price of your evolution. The 4 lies that destroy your power. Let's get rid of the lies that society has been feeding you. Lies that have been keeping you small, weak, and dependent on others. These lies are the reason why most people live mediocre lives, too afraid to take ownership of their own destiny. You've been brainwashed into accepting these lies as truths, but I'm here to shatter them. Lie number 1: good things come to those who wait. This is one of the most dangerous lies you've ever been told. Waiting gets you nowhere. Action is what leads to success. If you're sitting around, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect conditions to take action, then someone else is out there taking what could have been yours. Good things don't come to those who wait. They come to those who act boldly, those who seize what's rightfully theirs. Waiting is passive. Action is power. Lie number 2: everyone deserves respect. No. Respect is earned, not given out freely. When you give respect to people who haven't earned it, you're telling them that their bad behavior has no consequence, that disrespecting you is okay. You're devaluing your own worth. Respect is not something to be handed out casually. You need to set standards and demand respect from others. People will treat you how you allow them to. When you allow disrespect, you become weak, and they will continue to walk all over you. Lie number 3: just be yourself, and people will like you. This lie is dangerous because it keeps you small. The truth is, the wrong version of yourself attracts the wrong people. The real you, the unapologetic, confident, unafraid version of yourself, may make some people uncomfortable. Good. That's exactly who you need to be. If you're constantly trying to please everyone, you're never going to reach your full potential. You need to be bold. The people who truly elevate you are the ones who might not always like your style, but they'll respect your integrity and drive. Lie number 4: everything happens for a reason. The ultimate victim mentality. Things don't just happen to you by fate. Things happen because of the choices you make and the actions you take. You are the architect of your destiny, and if you keep waiting for the universe to hand you opportunities, you'll be left waiting forever. You create your own path by making calculated decisions, by choosing the hard road, and by doing the things that others are too afraid to do. Machiavelli knew this, and his words resonate. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Stop letting these lies control you. Stop letting them define your life and your success. Embrace the uncomfortable truth that you are in control of your future. Remember this rule: reject the comfortable lies. Embrace the uncomfortable truths. Replace emotion with calculation. Here's where most people lose. They react emotionally instead of thinking logically. Emotional decisions are almost always predictable and counterproductive. Emotions cloud your judgment. When someone disrespects you, your emotions will want you to fight back, to get angry, to seek revenge. But that's the worst thing you can do. Emotions drive you to react impulsively, and that's exactly what the manipulators around you are counting on. Real power comes from logic. Successful people don't react to their emotions. They respond strategically, with calculated decisions. When an opportunity arises, instead of thinking, "What if I fail?" you ask, "What's the real risk here? What's the reward?" When someone tries to manipulate you, instead of feeling doubt, you ask, What's their true motive? Successful people don't make decisions based on their moods. They base their decisions on the long-term outcome. The key to real success is deliberate, calculated action. Don't act out of emotion. Act with purpose. You're predictable when you act out of emotion. You're strong when you calculate your actions. Every time you let emotions guide your decisions, you let others manipulate you. When you calculate, you become untouchable. Remember this rule. Strategize first. Let your emotions serve your strategy, not the other way around. The power of strategic detachment. Now, let's talk about strategic detachment, the ultimate tool for mastering your own fate. Attachment makes you weak. Desperation makes you predictable. When you need something too much, whether it's approval, a job, or a relationship, you lose your power. Desperation is the death of influence. Here's the harsh truth. If you're too attached to any outcome, you lose your power to control it. Think about it. If you're desperate for someone's approval, they control you. If you're desperate for a particular job, the employer has the leverage. If you're desperate to make a relationship work, the other person knows they have the upper hand. That's manipulation at its core. And when you're desperate, you're easy to manipulate. Machiavelli understood this deeply. The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present. Flexibility is the key. You need to always have alternatives. Never put yourself in a position where someone else's decision can destroy your plans. If you're too attached to a single outcome, you've given up your power. But if you're detached, if you're willing to walk away from what doesn't serve you, then you can move freely, without fear of losing anything. Strategic detachment means you want the best outcome, but you are prepared for any outcome. You don't depend on a single source of validation. You don't rely on one person for your happiness. You are not desperate for success. And because of that, you are free. You can make better decisions. You have the strength to walk away from toxic situations, from people who don't respect you, and from opportunities that don't serve your greater goals. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means that you don't let anything control you. You stay objective. You make your decisions based on your strategy, not on your desperation. When you're detached, you make decisions that move you toward your goals, not decisions based on fear or anxiety. You're not held hostage by the outcome. You control your life. You are untouchable. Remember this rule. Stay detached. Your power lies in the ability to walk away from what doesn't serve you. Become the consequence. Finally, we arrive at the most powerful shift you can make. Become the consequence. Stop explaining yourself to people who are determined to misunderstand you. Stop justifying your actions to those who will never understand the choices you've made. Stop apologizing for your ambition, for wanting more from life. You don't need to defend your success to anyone. You are not here to make everyone comfortable with your success. You are here to embody power, and when you do, you won't need to announce it. Your presence will speak for itself. Your actions will define you, and your results will be the proof of your power. When you truly embody strength, you won't have to act strong. When you truly embody confidence, you won't have to prove your worth to anyone. When you truly embody success, you won't have to convince anyone that you're successful. Your success will be undeniable because it will be shown through your actions, through your results. Machiavelli said, "It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles." Your value comes not from what others think of you, but from what you do with the time you've been given. What you accomplish, what you achieve, that's what defines you. And if you are truly powerful, you won't need to announce it. Your power will be felt by everyone around you, and they will know it without you saying a word. Your presence will change the energy of any room you walk into. You must become the consequence of your own actions. You must be the force that others must reckon with. Not through aggression, not through force, but through the undeniable reality of who you've chosen to become. Every successful person you admire did this. They became the consequence of their actions. They didn't need to explain themselves. Their results spoke for them. Their power was undeniable, and that is the power you must embody. Remember this rule: become the consequence. You are the sum of your choices and your actions. Let that be the proof of your strength. Today, you've learned the most important truths of your life. Weakness is not your nature. It is a programming. You have been conditioned to stay small, to stay predictable, and to remain controlled by society. But you don't have to accept this programming. You can rewrite the code and start acting with power. You've learned why comfort kills your potential, and why pain is a necessary part of your evolution. You've broken down the 4 lies that keep most people powerless and dependent on others for their success. You've learned how to replace emotional reactions with strategic calculation, and how to detach from the outcome to maintain control of your life. And finally, you've learned the most important rule of all: become the consequence. Your actions define you. Your results speak for you. When you embody power, you don't need to prove anything. Your presence will be undeniable, and your success will be inevitable. Now it's time to take control. Stop accepting weakness. Stop living in comfort. Stop waiting for permission. Start acting with power. Start acting with strategy. And start acting with purpose. Remember this rule: you are the architect of your own destiny. No one controls your life but you. Now, go and become the consequence of your choices. Most people out there will click away right now. They will retreat back into their cocoons of comfort. They will scroll, they will forget, and tomorrow, they will remain prey. But if you are still here, it means you have chosen the harder path. The path of the brutal truth. Gaka mindset is not here for your entertainment. This is a strategic arsenal for those who intend to build their own empires. Do not just watch. Hit that subscribe button immediately. We do not sell comfort here. We hand you the weapons for conquest. Become the consequence. Start now.